Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to talk about Shakur Stevenson versus Floyd Schofield. I'm going to be real honest with you guys. I do think it's a good matchup. It's a stylistic clash. Both young. Kurt is in his prime right now. Floyd is still a little bit young, but I say a fight is better made early than late. Looking at the tail of the tape, we can see that they're both undefeated. Shakur, a 3-division world champ with a record of 22-0 with 10 knockouts. He stands at 5'7" with a 68-inch reach. Schofield is also undefeated with a record of 18-0 with 12 knockouts. He's also 5'7" with a 67-inch reach. I won't talk about Shakur too much in this fight just because we already know, he's a proven, cerebral, calculated boxer. Statistically, the best defensive fighter in the game right now. Extremely fast reaction time, super sharp, very high IQ, a very good southpaw counter puncher, and is arguably top 10 pound for pound. We know what Shakur brings to the table. Now Floyd Schofield, he's a bit more unheralded. There's a bit more questions surrounding him, rightfully so. So I'm gonna talk about Schofield a little bit more. He is a very athletic switch hitter. He's got quick hands. He has explosive feet that makes him very good at closing the gap very quickly. And his first step is extremely quick as well. He has a decent jab, and he got good pop too. The thing with Schofield is that he can actually box on the outside, but he prefers to fight inside. He prefers to slug it out and put a hurting on his opponent, which in my opinion is unnecessary most of the time, because in doing so, he also puts himself in danger. Floyd is a good combination puncher, which could be problematic at times for Shakur, because the final punch or two might surprise him. Floyd throws long-winded combinations where he throws an extra punch or two in there at the end when one would think he's done throwing. That's all I can really say about Floyd right now. To be honest, I was never really high on him. As this hype around him because of his dad. He is a mouthy one, as well as his style. He is an aggressive fighter. He's entertaining and he's exciting to watch. And obviously, he's also well promoted by Oscar De La Hoya. But if I'm being honest, if we are looking strictly at the X's and O's standpoint of things, I don't see anything that Schofield does that gives me the confidence to say that he'll pull off the upset. Floyd Schofield has a lot of physical attributes, but this is boxing. At the end of the day, if you can't apply those physical attributes, then what is it all really for? What is the point? I see a lot of people try to make the point of how stubborn Schofield is and that he's going to keep trying and he might catch Shakur lacking or outwill Shakur. But if and when he gets hit, even just by a jab over and over again, and he's unable to even touch Shakur, well guys, that's very demoralizing. He's gonna feel helpless in there. I mentioned how he's a good combination puncher and that he might surprise Shakur, but Shakur will just adjust. He'll start throwing in between shots, or Schofield will get frustrated when he can't find the mark. This will discourage him from throwing flurries, and the fight will eventually settle down to Shakur's ideal pace. I reckon we're gonna see glimpses of Mayweather versus Canelo, experience and skill versus raw athleticism and power. Not to compare Shakur to Mayweather or Schofield to Canelo, because it's not even close, right? But you get the idea. Experience and skill, for the most part, will trump physical attributes, especially if the fighter is young, very inexperienced, and still rough around the edges. I don't want to make it seem like Schofield has no chance in there. Everybody got a shot in the ring, right? But me personally, I'd give him a 30% chance of winning. In my opinion, there's a couple ways he gets it done. The first is that if he somehow, some way, catches Shakur with a miracle punch and sparks him out. That is one way to do it. Anybody can do it, so he can do it. The second scenario is a little bit more realistic, although still very unlikely, is that if he outworks Shakur. If Shakur has another dud performance like he did against De Los Santos, well, I think that'll greatly favor Floyd. His output alone can get the job done if that's the case. If Shakur's hands isn't back to normal, or if he re-injures it during the fight, well, that's something Schofield can take advantage of, right? Because I don't think Shakur can keep Schofield off of him with one hand. Schofield's team is probably anticipating the injury. They will notice it very quickly if Shakur's hand is hurt, and they will take advantage of that. Other than that, I don't see it. I can't see him outboxing Shakur or beating up Shakur or anything of the sort. Yes, he can outwork him, but even in that scenario, I don't think he'll be touching Shakur much. He would just simply win off of activity. But truly, I think Shakur's jab and IQ will be the biggest difference here. I think Schofield will find it very difficult to get past Shakur's educated jab. And if he does, it's because Shakur probably allowed him to, because he's luring him into a trap. I think Schofield will walk into traps multiple times in this fight. He is just too amped up, excited. He's too anxious and reactive. When he sees something, he goes for it. Shakur is gonna bait him for a counter all night. I can already see it. I see Shakur picking Schofield apart like he does most of his opponents. He's gonna take Schofield to school, and it's gonna be clinical. All right, with all that being said, I don't see this as a competitive fight. I see a 9-3, 10-2 type of win for Shakur. The first 4 rounds will be, somewhat cagey. They're going to feel each other out. No doubt Schofield will use his athleticism and explosiveness to try to set the tone and try to blitz Shakur, overwhelm him with volume and pressure. His switch hitting might puzzle Shakur a bit, but all in due time, Shakur will make the adjustments and he'll start to take over in the second half. It won't even be close, guys. I'm telling you right now, it's just levels, and Schofield is not on Shakur's level, at least as of right now. I don't see a knockout because Schofield is young, he's hungry, he's determined. He will probably come in the best shape of his life, and he just won't allow himself to get knocked out, especially by Shakur. Shakur is not known for his power, and is also coming off a hand injury, like I said. So I don't think he'll even press the issue. So yeah, that's my pick. I got Shakur by unanimous decision. Unless he re-injures his hand, then and only then do I see Schofield making it close or even winning a very, very close fight. All right, so just a quick video. That is all from me. Tell me what you guys think of the fight. Who do you think is gonna win and why? I wanna thank you guys so much for watching, for taking the time out of your day to watch these videos. Check out my other breakdowns and predictions for this amazing card. And please leave a like and subscribe, and I hope you have a lovely day.